Welcome to episode 7 of building an Imperial base. So if you guys caught the last couple of weeks, we've actually managed to finish this pathway leading up to the soon-to-be base, and we actually finished off the speeder bay area, which is looking phenomenal. We got the lighting in, and a bunch of greeble and detail work in the interior, and I'm really happy with the way it looks, and now we can finally start thinking about what we're going to do for the actual base. But for today, I want to switch gears a little bit. As you can see, this back area is still looking very plain, and what I want to do is start the foundation on this bridge that is going to leave over the AT-AT. So we're going to actually start that pillar that's going to come up, and then also just do a bunch of detail work back here. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to be starting over here in the sort of swampy area. I'm going to be doing a bunch of foliage, but what I want to do here is a nice sort of dirt path, and I've kind of made a little bit of a prototype here on this other plate. Basically, I just want to use a bunch of these tan tiles I have a lot more. I actually have like a whole bin of tiles. So what I'm going to do is make this obviously bigger and wider and just try to make it look organic. So that's going to be the path where the AT-AT is going to be, and then it's going to carry on throughout the MOC. So definitely like the way that looks. I think once it's expanded a bit, it'll look a lot better. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, we've managed to pack a ton of detail into this back area, and just starting with the path here, it turned out a lot better than I thought it would, especially with the usage of that gray quarter round piece. Kind of makes it look sort of cobblestone-like, and then we have all these tiles and studs. So I think it's a good mix of tile and stud. I really like the look of that, so we're definitely going to replicate that moving in through the rest of the MOC. But as far as the foliage goes, I just really love how much detail we're able to pack in. I got this little stump here, and then of course different types of trees and bushes, and even a usage of, I believe that's supposed to be a snowman arm. It was on the pad wall one day, so we picked a bunch up. They're kind of like little branches of shrubs and stuff. At least that's what we're going to be using them for. But as you can see over on the slope, I've added some of those pine trees, and they look great. I definitely need to get more of those brown pin pieces. So I'm gonna have to scour Bricklink and definitely get some more, because they look cool too. Then of course we built this pillar up, and we have this bridge. This really resembles like Endor if you played Battlefront 2. That's kind of what we're going for. So we're gonna have the AT right here, and then obviously it'll be covered. So in addition to making these 2 larger trees last week, I went ahead and made 3 more pretty basic trees. They used that cylinder brick and just a lot of the same techniques, but I just want to show the tree progress. It's almost like building an army of trees. I want it to fill out as much of this space over here as we can. So definitely going to build as many trees as I can. And then obviously this one is using some of those gold leaves and the snowman arms and some yellow studs. I think especially in a MOC that's going to be all green, it's a nice color contrast. So definitely going to be adding this one in. But yeah, that's a look at the trees, and that brings me to talk about the plan for the coming weeks. Okay, so basically what I want to do next week is carry on this path, same design, and just meet it with the one that'll be coming out of the speeder bay, and then it'll come over here just like on the micro build. So we're gonna finish the path next week because we got a nice design and we can just kind of replicate that. So I think that would be nice to sort of have everything built across over here. And then we're finally gonna have to start working on the base, which admittedly I've been dreading a little bit just because of how complicated it's gonna end up being. And I want to make it look good too, right? Like I have another lighting kit, so I got to think about how we're going to light it and what we're going to put in the base and all the dimensions. It's definitely a lot to think about. So next week we'll be starting out with the path because that's just a lot more simpler and easy to do. And then of course we're going to get to that base. Okay, that's going to wrap up episode 7 for us today. It was another really productive week. We got lots done, and I'm just really motivated for what's to come in this project. It's starting to look really cool. So definitely tune in every Friday, and I hope to see you in the next one.